Okay, so these are some quick tips for complex care. With my family, we are a family of rare diseases, complicated things, things that don't have names yet. That's kind of what we specialize in my family. So when you're dealing with a medical situation that you're having trouble pinning down or getting the appropriate help for, one of the first steps that I recommend people to do is actually to reach out to Facebook groups. So if you're having a medical battle, start with one thing that you know you have going on, whether it's a symptom or a diagnosis. Start with that one. Usually, once you start in one spot, you start pulling the edges of that thread. And with all that networking you're doing, you're learning about more things and you're starting to be able to connect the dots. You have to realize that when you see a doctor, they have very limited time that they can spend with you. And they're going to have a certain scope that they're allowed to work in. So they're not going to be able to necessarily take in as many factors as you're going to be able to do when you're doing your research. So once you start with one thing and you start pulling that thread, that's when you're able to start having more things come together. You have another thing that you can go research, join a Facebook group for, learn for that, learn more on that. And then you just start putting all these pieces together. Now, when you are doing your Facebook groups, I do recommend that if you have a topic that you're targeting, do three groups. So you're going to want to do one Facebook group that's going to be targeted for the official source of information. So if it's a disease, then you're going to be going to that disease society's help group. The second resource that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a group that's going to also include holistic methods because you really want to be well-rounded. You want to know about your medications and your diagnostic procedures, and you also want to know about your nutrition and dietary supplements and what other people are trying that is working or not working for them. You really need that resource. The third type of Facebook group that you need to find is ideally one for the region. The reason why a regional Facebook group is important when you're dealing with complex care is you're going to need to target and find the doctors that are specialized with that. Um, the reason why that's important is you're going to potentially waste years and years with the wrong specialists and the wrong doctors. That's going to be very expensive. The more information you're able to get about your body and the quicker that you can do so also means a less financial impact of spinning your wheels, spending money on things or people that are not going to work. So try to get within a regional group so you're able to be more targeted and get faster results.